Hello and welcome back to Let's Play RimWorld Alpha 14. Before I got started this time, I just wanted to talk about a couple of things from the last episode real quick. If you remember, there was a point where I was trying to compare two different qualities of sniper rifle, and the stats were all coming up the same. I was looking into that, and apparently that's actually a bug in the game right now. If the items are on the ground, you can actually you should be able to inspect them and see the real values. For some reason, for items that are on colonists, it only shows the values for normal quality. So that's totally a bug. So the normal sniper rifle is definitely better than the awful one in terms of accuracy and damage. And also, the condition that the item is in also affects the performance. So I think there was one sniper rifle that was like awful and like 70%. So both of those stats do bring down the quality. So I just wanted to bring that up because last time we looked at it and we decided that the quality did make a difference, but that was actually just a display bug. The other thing is, so last episode was pretty crazy, frenetic, a lot of combat, and I made, I did some stupid stuff, like I had a guy walk across in the middle of a battlefield, got shot in the head. We had some crazy things going on with these mechanoids. After reviewing the video, I kind of had an idea where, if you remember, I said that we could wall this in with some kind of material, catch it on fire, have the roof collapse and destroy it, but I couldn't do that because I didn't have any Molotov cocktails. Well, I was thinking about that, and I thought, I could have used some of these boomalopes to light it on fire. But I think the way that I enjoy this game the most is just to play it and go with the choices you make, go with the mistakes you make, and then next time you're in that situation, whether it's later on in the same colony or, if the colony fails and the next time, then you learn from your mistakes and you do better the next time. And I think that's just, it's way more fun to play that way. Early on when you're first learning, I think it can be definitely useful to if you really make a big mistake and you're still learning the basics, to restart or reload your game. But I usually, when I play just games that I'm not recording, I play with permadeath on, which means you can't, save and load except like when you exit the game it saves, and then when you come back it loads from that point. So I feel like reloading every time something bad happens, it kind of just sucks a lot of the risk and the sense of accomplishment out of the game. When you finally have a colony that's working well and you did it without reloading, it just means a lot more, and it feels way more rewarding to do. The point being that we're going to live with those mistakes from the previous episode. So that being said, let's get back in the situation here. I think Boyle is about to try and install a peg leg here on our buddy Steve, because his leg was shot off. So that will be taken care of. I just wanted to look around a bit and assess what's going on here. How bad is... Oh, I also, I think in there's sort of like a 30-second lag time sometime between when I finish the recording and pause and save the game and load it up for the next video. And I think in that gap we had a cold snap, which is, just another thing that's piling on right now. So it's going to kill all our crops. Luckily we have quite a bit of sort of vegetable matter stored away. It's definitely unfortunate, and I think we will need more heaters, because we have 1, 2, 3 right now. We're going to have to be extra careful about monitoring the heat in our base. So let's just look and see where the drone is at right now. It's at minus 15%. I'm starting to get really nervous that if it gets any stronger, the base will just start falling apart because people are going to be going into mental breaks. They're going to start snapping and getting into fights. So we might just have to, have sort of a do or die mission against these mechanoids soon. Because, it's going to be a quick death or a slow death. It has to be dealt with. So, anyway, back to the action. So Boyle here is going to install a peg leg. A peg leg, I think it just costs one wood. So he's walking over here to get that. He is injured, but he's all bandaged up, so he should be in good shape. Unfortunately, it is giving him a negative mood because of the pain, but he is above his break threshold, so that's good. What just happened? We have a mad animal here. I'm not seeing the message about the pulse, so I don't think it's from the psychic ship. Oh, no wonder Boyle's doing so well. He's psychically deaf. Right. So the psychic drone does nothing to him. So he's the real sort of MVP at this moment. A local muffalo has gone mad. That's not good because muffalos can be pretty powerful. Also, he's already inside our perimeter. Trying to see which one it is here. I don't see a mad muffalo. Just gonna let it play. It's not this one, is it? No. Am I gonna get ambushed by a muffalo? I don't see a mad muffalo. Is he still asleep? There's usually sort of like an effect on them. I really wish you could get the pop-ups to show up again. Oh, we're installing the peg leg. Fingers crossed that this doesn't cause more damage than it fixes, because we really don't need a doctoring fail on top of everything else we're dealing with right now. Boyle is one of our people that is actually capable of violence, so we want to keep as many of those in good shape as possible. Fingers crossed. Okay, good. We didn't have any surgical mishaps. He now has a peg leg, which does put us moving at 60% efficiency, but it's better than not being able to move at all. So, unfortunately, that means if he needs to run from the mechanoids or something like that, that's going to be tough. So, I was thinking about how we can deal with our mechanoid friends here as soon as everyone is healed up. And I was thinking we could take these non-violent people and put the personal shields on them and kind of run them out first and try and draw the fire towards them since they have the shields. And then once they're distracted, we can bring our other people kind of behind them and pour on as much damage as we can. The Scyther has a lot less hit points. It does a lot of damage, and it's really, really fast. But I think we'll try and focus him down first. The Centipede is going to be the real issue here. He's carrying a heavy charge blaster. Yeah, it's just going to be a tough situation. Also, just, on reflecting on what happened in the previous episode, it was also pretty bad that we weren't able to capture any of those siege people to try and recruit some new colonists, because we could have definitely used one of these people to help defend our base, even though likely we would not have been able to recruit them in time. So it's really, really cold. It's 41 degrees inside our base right now, which is not good. So let's go ahead and queue up a couple more heaters in here. Yeah, we really cannot afford the negative moods that this is going to bring. We also don't have a great deal of steel. I think I'm going to change my restrictions again. Last time we brought this up, but I think I'm going to bring this back down because I'd rather people have a debuff from wearing tattered clothing than reducing their defensive skills. And with the cold snap going on, I want people to be wearing as much clothing as they can, even if it's kind of like tattered crap, because it'll keep them warm. Because we have people like this, you know, Paula here has hypothermia because the only thing of good enough quality to wear is a hat. So if we can, you know, make sure these people are wearing, I'm just gonna yeah, I really don't want these people to get hypothermia. If I draft you and move you over here where you put, it's actually snowing outside right now. I don't know if this is picking up on YouTube, but there's little tiny particles of snowflakes falling. I don't think I've actually played in an area this cold before. Oh man, you can see their breath. There's like a breath effect. This is gonna be really bad. Okay, Paula, why aren't you putting clothes on? I mean, I know you're a nudist, but you're on the anything, so you should be putting on clothes. No, wait, that's not your gear. What are you restricted? You are set to be a pacifist. I think I'm going to just have to force Paula to wear some clothes, so wear a shirt. I really don't want people to freeze to death. What's this? A jacket? Put on a jacket. Put on this toque because it's going to be warmer than the cowboy hat. And put on some pants. Okay, that's definitely better. Andy also has hypothermia. Let's just wake him up. Andy, what are you missing? A shirt? Do we have any shirts that are... I guess this is the only one we have, so I'm going to put that on. Oh, actually, I just noticed this one, so wear this one. And it's Devil Strand, which is has stronger defensive capabilities, though it will be weakened by the 41%. Okay, and then do we have any outerwear? Do we have any jackets or anything? Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we do, but I want him to wear this toque instead of the cowboy hat, because that will keep him warmer. Oh man, it is 5 degrees outside. This is... Cassandra officially wants me dead, and I think she will probably get it. Boyle's fully geared up. I just want to make sure people aren't freezing. I want to see. Okay, you can see it's going down. It used to be 20, now it's 19, 18. All right, the clothes are helping. Are they helping Paula? It's at 27. Unfortunately, she's out in the elements cutting a tree down. It doesn't look like it's going up, or if it is, it's going up very slowly. So hopefully, when she comes back to base and goes to sleep, it'll go back down, even though it's only 37 degrees inside. Yeah, it's almost winter and we got a cold snap, and I don't know how long a cold snap lasts off the top of my head. It's not as long as a volcanic winter, which is kind of like a cold snap that lasts for a really, really long time. Though I don't know if it's quite as severe. Yeah, and also yeah, I'm running the game pretty slow because I just want to do things as optimally as I can, and the faster we go, the sooner we're gonna get the next level of psychic drone. I just want to check everyone's health here, And if everyone's in good condition, I think that we just have to go for it. Alex has food poisoning, which affects his consciousness pretty badly. Actually, Alex is a she. Affects her consciousness pretty badly, which is not good because I believe that affects your shooting accuracy. Yes, it does. I don't know how long food poisoning lasts. I guess someone made some low-quality meals? I wonder what happened about that Muffalo. I never saw any other updates, and no one seemed to get attacked or anything. How's your hypothermia? Okay, it hasn't moved from 27%. That's good. Okay, it's definitely cold. It's 10 degrees outside, but it seems like, you know, as long as they're wearing clothing, even though it's very poor, low-quality clothes, the hypothermia has stopped. So that's definitely good. I really feel like we just kind of have to go for it. So I'm going to say Paula. Let's see. Oh! Andy. Oh no, Andy's out and about. He's trying to haul this steel to build a heater. And he just took a charge lance to the gunshot to the chest. Okay, I need to restrict everybody to the compound. Oh no, Andy's dead. Alright. I think we're just going for it. I think this is it. I think we're done. So, Paula. Penny. Okay, Penny still has a personal shield. So I'm going to go ahead and draft her up and move her over by this door. Paula, please go wear this personal shield. They're also going to get a negative mood from Andy dying. It's also pretty unfortunate because Andy's our best, or he was our best colonist. So, yeah, I have to say this looks pretty grim. 5 colonists, 2 of which cannot do violence against 2 pretty much max health mechanoids. Yeah. But this is what I'm talking about, you know. We had a lot of bad luck and definitely bad, you know, some poor decision making in the previous episode. I guess, okay, she has the gear now, so she has a personal shield. It's at 7%. I don't have a whole lot of experience with personal shields because usually I sort of go for a more firearm centric group. Oh man, they're right here. I'm wondering if I should... Okay, I guess we'll see... Wait till they go back around the other side and then we'll move out. Well, at least Andy won't spoil. He's going to be nice and preserved out there in the in this ice frozen wasteland. It's interesting the snow just stops at this wall, considering this isn't roofed in any way. Alright, I think we're just going to have to go for it. So, I'm going to say Paula go here, Penny go here. Wow, that shield lasted a lot shorter than I was hoping. I don't know if it how long it takes to recharge. Yeah. The thing you can do... if you're getting shot by a chain gun, it's actually best to stop moving, because there's a kind of like a dead zone at the center where you're actually going to do the most damage. And it's also really a bad idea to do what I just did, which is grouping everyone together. Thanks, tree. No. Yeah, we're totally screwed. All right, well, Penny's dead. Wait, Steve doesn't have a weapon because he was injured. Alright, Steve, go grab that assault rifle. We're going to run across Steve's going to repeat the dumb thing he did last thing. Alright, Boyle's just standing here getting shot at. What's his range? Okay, actually, can he reach from here? Yes, okay, so he'll actually be shooting at this thing. Oh! Oh! The Scyther is down. Alright, Alex. Can we go over here? Alright, Steve has the assault rifle, so let's move him up. Let's see if I can get Paula over here to distract the centipede. Because I'm hoping her shield is recharged. It really is better to not move when you're getting shot by the chain gun. Look at me! Alright. Just go over here, Paula. Crap. I guess I need to stay closer than that. Maybe if I put her... I'm trying to find... there's no cover for her that's close enough to keep this guy from... He just nailed his own ship a bunch of times, which is good. So I just want to see if I can... Yeah, nice! We're getting him to damage his own base. Yes! Okay. The mechanoids... Alright. You guys undraft. Go get yourself healed up. Attack that. You undraft. Okay, the mechanoid threat is over, but we may have sustained enough damage that it's going to be really difficult to come back from. I really didn't think we were... I thought this was going to be the final episode. So, when you have these downed mechanoids, what you have to do is you have to go to health, modifications, and you have to add a bill to shut down. With the Scythers, you can remove their limbs, and then you can... basically, they have like blade arms. You can take their arms off, and then you can install them on a colonist, which like greatly reduces their manipulation ability, so they can't, you know, do anything useful, crafting and stuff like that. But they're like really, really powerful melee weapons. So if you want to have like a brawler who just has like blade arms, you can do that, which is pretty awesome. But we just want to add a bill to shut him down. Same here, add a bill, shut down. So luckily Boyle survived, which is good because he is our doctor. How's he's in pretty bad shape. Who's our second best doctor? Paula. How's your... Paula, you're in good shape. So, Paula, please go prioritize treating Boyle. How's Steve doing? Okay, he still just has that one gunshot to the torso, which is only a 13% bleeding rate, so it's actually not too bad. Boyle is definitely a much more pressing issue. Alright, okay, this is what I was talking about. So we took out the ship now, so Alex can be undrafted. And we got all this steel and this AI Persona Core. Market value, $7,000. I don't know why they use a dollar sign because silver. So I guess 1 silver is equivalent to $1. You will never get 7,000. You'll get, I usually get around 2,000 to 3,000. But still, that's freaking amazing. That's great. I will totally take that. And just straight up 140 silver from that. Not to mention, we don't have the technology for it now, but if you research, I believe it's machining. Yes, you can disassemble dead mechanoids, and they give you plasteel and components, which is really good. We have a group of travelers passing by. I was actually considering trying to kidnap some of them, but we're way outnumbered. If there were like 1 or 2 of them, I would actually consider trying to capture a couple of them, because we're down 2 people. And it really is bad to lose Penny, because she was a really good doctor and our main hauler. And it's also really bad to lose Andy, because, you know, he was like the best person we had. So we'll just order him to be stripped. And what I usually do for dead colonists is build a sarcophagus. So we'll just put a couple of those over there. Right now, they will get a. I don't see it yet, but if they're not buried soon enough, the other colonists will get a mood debuffed for. Like if Andy just sits out here forever, they'll get a mood debuff for their colonist friends not being given a proper burial. Well, we're through the direct threat. We don't have to worry about the psychic drone anymore. The mechanoids are gone, but you know, we're definitely in a pretty bad condition. So we'll just have to see how it goes. If we get a big raid right now, it might be pretty tough. But hopefully, you know, Cassandra will take some pity on us. Actually, I'm going to keep these forbidden for now until the sarcophagi are constructed. So I guess Alex is going to be our main constructor. Has Boyle been treated? Yes. Who else is damaged? I guess just Steve. So Boyle, can you go and prioritize treating Steve, please? And I think now that things have calmed down a bit, we can speed it up. Of course, we're gonna have to go out here and grab this this junk and just, you know, turn these guys off and do all this stuff. But right now, we're just making sure everyone's healed up, rested, and you know, we still have to deal with this cold snap as well. We got some. I just want to make sure no one gets hypothermia. How are our meals? Okay, we're in good shape on meals, so that's gonna be fine. Boils, resting. Yeah, definitely fine. There's blood all over the place, which people are not gonna be happy with. Steve's building us a new heater, which is really, really good. Should definitely help warm it up in here. And I'll probably need another one, actually, so... maybe we should put one in our room. This seems good. Who's sleeping here? Oh, it's unowned. But it'll vent through and keep all this other area warmer. Unfortunately, with the, you know, The heaters in the hall helps distribute the heat well. Why is this giving a power sign? Is that or not? Oh, I guess it's not close enough to a conduit. Whoops. So hopefully that gets taken care of quickly. Luckily there's like a bunch of the steel we got from taking out the ship that we can use for repairs and such around the base. Get our heaters up, get the sarcophagi going. How's Steve doing? Cooking meals. Steve, it's definitely important to keep the meals going. Alex is actually our main builder. She's going for a walk. She's got a positive mood, but yeah, her mom died, which is definitely bad. That's gonna last a while. Yeah, it lasts 1 season, 14 days. So, you know, that mood won't go away until I guess like spring. She slept in the cold, wearing worn out apparel, but that that party's still giving us that 15. That's definitely helping. Tons of joy and optimist, so that's good. You're good. Oh, Alex is idle. Oh, I forgot to unrestrict everyone. Whoops. All right. Well, you know, there's a couple of ways things can go. It can, you know, this could be the low point and we start going up, or this could be the beginning of oh, okay, yeah, so they're shutting these guys down, so we'll just mark these to be unforbidden and hauled, and they'll just put these in the dumping area until we have machinist technology and we can disassemble them and get at all that plasteel, and more importantly, components. Just making sure no one's getting malaria. Paula's cutting down some trees. At least we got a lot of wood sitting around. Is Alex actually constructing things? She's carrying a component somewhere to the heater. It's getting warmer inside. It's up to 50 degrees. Still kind of cold in these rooms, but this heater will help. So we may have reversed, or at least made the heat situation good enough to last through this cold snap. And Alex is going to build the sarcophagus. Can I set the things on these? No, I have to wait. So here she comes. Just finish that job, please. She wants to eat, but I want to get this finished. And do that. Luckily, Steve and Paula are still in good shape, because you get a really bad debuff for your lover dying. So now that we have this sarcophagus built, we can just make sure that it is set to only allow colonist corpses, which it is. And then we can tell somebody Alex is probably going to go to sleep after this, but he's going to go consume a simple meal. But I'm going to tell him to strip Penny, because I want to get all that gear back. Alright, and then I'm going to say, oh, I guess he can't bury because he's not a hauler. The last thing I want to do is bury one of these colonists so I can show you the sarcophagus stuff. So I'm just going to fast forward till people are awake again. People are awake. Paula's out cutting down trees. Paula, can you please bury Penny? just speed this up. And I'm going to tell Steve actually to go ahead and strip Andy. Just want to get these colonists buried before we get a debuff for it. And you know, shouldn't leave your friends out in the cold like this. Give them a nice, you know, proper burial. Oh yeah, Steve's not a hauler, right? So Paula. Okay, gonna haul the corpse. I'm sure you saw consume a human corpse come up there as an option. If things get bad enough, your people will turn to cannibalism. You definitely get some bad debuffs for that. There is a cannibal trait though, so if you want to have a crazy colony of cannibals, that's an option. Boyle's doing some research, which is definitely good. He's a really bad researcher, but we really need to get the research going. Okay, so this is the last thing we're going to do. We have Penny here and Andy. Fortunately, these are both awful sarcophagi, but what are you going to do? But the cool thing is, when you bury someone, you get art. So this is this art is called Steve. You can see the author was Paula. The title is called Steve. And this contains Penny, so it's regarding her. The sarcophagus is engraved with an artwork of Steve Jagielski, I'm not sure, capturing Penny Beaulieu with professional efficiency. Beaulieu is injured and seems to be in pain. The scene seems to take place on the outskirts of a borough, while the work is infused with the idea of combat as in done in a sinuous style. The illustration tells the story of the capturing of Beaulieu on the 6th of winter, year 5499. So the game remembers different events that occur, and if you do like art, or if you create like really nice furniture and stuff sometimes, events that occurred in your game can appear as art, and it can be all kinds of stuff. Taming of creatures, capturing of people, different battles, all kinds of stuff. Let's see what the one with Andy is about. This one's actually called Andy. An engraving on this sarcophagus illustrates Andrew Andy Brown calming a wild turkey with a smile. The turkey looks scared but interested. The subjects are in front of a crag. Almost every shape in the image seems to be very static. This artwork tells the story of Andy's taming of the turkey on the 6th of winter, year 5499. Well, I mean, that seems appropriate for Turkey Town to memorialize this moment in our dear departed friend Andy's life of the time he tamed a turkey. And they're officially off of our little tracker, colonist tracker up here, so it's a bit sad. I think Andy was one of our first colonists, and Penny had only been here for a very, very short time, and was Paula's mom, which is pretty sad. So oh, and let's see, let's go ahead and but before I go, I just want to do a couple of things before I forget. Let's allow these deadfall traps to be built, and let's allow all of this construction to commence. Hey, look, somebody built a snowman. No? Yeah. Oh, I wish I knew who built that. That's funny. Like I said, I haven't played in an area this cold before, just out of happenstance, I guess. So I haven't actually seen people making snowmen. That's cool. I forgot that could happen. Anyway, well, you know, we definitely are ending this. You know, we lost some people, but we're ending this video, I think, in a better situation than our colony was at the beginning of it. You know, all the pressing immediate threats are gone, and we can move on with trying to progress further. It is getting colder outside. It's 4 degrees now, but now on the inside it's 55. Much, much better. People aren't going to be sleeping, you know, and being able to see their breath on the inside. And hopefully this cold snap will end soon. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put a cut in here. It went a little bit long in this video, but we had a whole lot that I was trying to do. So thanks again for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. All right, bye-bye.